How's it going, guys? Today I want to talk about why the Philippines is the perfect place for digital nomads. Let's go.
Subscribe now.
And so a lot of people are considering where would I want to go to begin, especially if I have a home base. So digital nomads may want to travel the world, however, often they'll have a home base, at least for a time. And so for me, the Philippines is the perfect place to be a digital nomad for a number of reasons, and I want to talk about what those are in this video. So the first thing is that I think that the Philippines is a perfect place for digital nomads because the cost is just so low. So if you live in a bigger city like I do, Cebu City, or if you live in a place like Manila, that's going to raise your costs somewhat. But in comparison to living in many other Western countries, it's still quite low. So if you look at budgeting videos from expats living in the Philippines, some people claim to live on as little as $500 a month. Now, that's pretty low. For most foreigners living over here, they're going to have a really hard time adjusting to the country. If their budget is that low, they're going to find that the accommodation is just not quite what they're used to. Their food budget options and other things aren't quite what they're used to. But there's plenty of people over here that are living on $1,500 a month that live a perfectly comfortable lifestyle. Of course, like anywhere in the Philippines, you could have a huge range in terms of what it costs to live here. But I would say if you are living on anywhere between $1,500 to $3,000 a month, you're gonna be doing perfectly fine. Second reason why I think the Philippines is the perfect place to live as a digital nomad is the people are great. I mean, let's face it, if you're going to be living somewhere, you really want to enjoy the people around you, and you're really going to be hard-pressed to find people that are more friendly, respectful, kind, happy, and just simply a joy to be around than the Philippines. So I think that for those that really want to enjoy the people around them in day-to-day life, the Philippines is just such an obvious place. People are helpful, people are considerate, and it just really is so appealing to live around the people here. I gotta say, when I first came to the Philippines in 2019, I really did not want to leave. I was actually mad. That's how upset I was that I had to go back to California at the time because I really just wanted to be around the people here, and I find that it's most likely that you're going to have the same experience as I did. Third reason why I believe the Philippines is the perfect place to live as a digital nomad is it's so easy to travel to other parts of the world. Starting with the Philippines. There's over 7,000 islands here and so much diversity in the Philippines. Whether you want to live in a big city, a small rural area, beautiful white sand beach, actually countless beautiful white sand beaches, there's everything that you can imagine here in the Philippines except for snow. And you're really going to be able to live here for years, just traveling and enjoying all the beautiful places in the Philippines without much expense. So to travel from one island to another or one city to another, I'd expect normally about $20 to $30, maybe at most $40 for a round trip ticket within the Philippines. And if you want to travel around Asia, it's also incredibly inexpensive as well. So very often I'll see tickets that are around $300 to $400 to travel round trip pretty much anywhere in Asia. So recently I traveled round trip from the Philippines to Thailand. It just cost about $300 for that trip, and that's pretty common here. So the Philippines makes a great base for digital nomads that want to explore Asia because it's so inexpensive to live in the Philippines, and it's really so inexpensive to travel from country to country over here as well. So there's so many reasons why I think digital nomads would really enjoy it here. I've mentioned a handful of them, but what about challenges? I really thought about this because I think it's important that I give you my best advice, not just the good reasons why the Philippines is to be a digital nomad, but also potentially challenges. And as I really thought about it, I could really only think of one potential challenge that is an important one, and that is internet. If you live in a bigger cities, it's really not going to be too much of a problem. But if you go to some more rural areas of the Philippines, definitely that is a challenge. So I'd be considering something like Starlink, which is now over here in the Philippines, or other similar competitors where you would actually be able to bring that internet with you wherever you are. It's satellite based. You could be anywhere in the Philippines, and I really think that this would solve internet challenges no matter where you would be in the Philippines for a pretty reasonable cost. So, do you live here in the Philippines? If you do, I would love to hear any other benefits you think there is to being a digital nomad here, or if you think I've missed out on any challenges, let me know what you think as well in the comments below. As always, guys, if there's anything I could do to help, make sure and drop me an email or a comment below. And as always, thank you for taking the time to watch, and take care.
Oh, I think you're so